Second Cup, brought to you by the Nickel Plate. Sit, sip, savor, and shop. Welcome, everybody, to Second Cup, sponsored by the Nickel Plate. This morning, we have a very special guest with us.
We've got the Wing King.
Drew Cerza, the Wing King.
Oh, hail the Wing King.
Look at this.
Drew,
And look what he
glad to
brought
hear you.
for us.
I'm in the-
Some
I'm the presence
breakfast.
of beauty, so it's right
Can we
at the
hear
edge.
Drew? Okay,
Nice.
I just want to make sure, Cuppies, let us know that you can hear Drew. Okay, Drew, talk for me.
Yeah, I'm here for Second Cup.
Okay, maybe I hear him a little bit. If we need to get him up, he's on the red mic. But anyways,
Big weekend coming
Yes.
up. The Wing Festival is happening this weekend. Going to be a packed couple days. What you got going on?
Wings.
Wings.
Wings. And
I got
more
the blue
wings.
cheese.
Yeah,
You
they
guys
got
get the
blue
wings
cheese.
over there.
I know, right?
Exactly. So
This is
Yeah.
still not enough for me, by the way.
no, you're a blue cheeser.
Drew, is
yeah.
your mic on?
Yeah, let me see here.
We're going to double check that.
Two
Must
arms.
be like it was. Yeah, he's on. Oh, off and on again. We will
Off
do
and on.
that.
Oh, this is a fun game that my microphone likes
Off
to
and
play
on
too.
and
It's
off
called
and on.
Off and On. You never know when it's actually going to work.
You're the Wing King now.
Wait, you guys having fun yet? Because we're having a blast.
Well, we're glad you're here with us this morning. Peter says, yeah, he can hear you. Okay. He says we could be a little louder. We'll take
scream.
care of that.
Talk loud, Peter.
We'll
How's
talk
that?
loud for
Yeah,
you, Peter.
Big person voice.
What kind of wings do you have here with you, Drew?
So I was at Resurgence Brewery last night. Really cool place, and they brought these wings out, and they had a certain smell to them. I'm like, God, what is that ingredient? And I quizzed you guys today, and it's truffle.
We had no idea.
I needed an extra clue
Yeah.
to get
Yeah,
it.
but you were pretty smart. You just thought sesame. It almost has an Asian.
That's what I said. I said it's got kind of like a sweet smell. I said maybe
Yeah.
sesame. or-
Nutty,
Yeah,
You
so-
guys are going to be shocked to hear I don't
earthy
cook
smell.
much.
Yes, yes. And,
Something like that.
Yeah, so it's a truffle wing, and they call them truffle off the buffalo.
Oh,
And they're really tasty, very unique. And I paired it with. They have a new flattened drum beer.
ah.
So it's got flattened drums on the can, and it's got some honey in it. So if you have a hot wing, it kind of like eases a little bit of the heat. from your
Tempers
tongue.
that a little
Yeah,
bit.
Very smart. The
Peter,
people at
shocked
Resurgence.
Mankowski isn't in the room munching. Yeah,
He's
we
over
had
there.
we had to slap his hands away
Yeah,
throughout the
yeah,
morning.
Mr. Health Boy does like the wing. Let me tell you.
I
He already had his
know.
breakfast.
I know. He's okay. All right,
He's
you
lurking.
lurker, you weirdo coming through here.
He goes, I'm looking. That's awesome. But that's
all right.
super cool. And
So Wingfest is this weekend, and let's give everybody the rundown if they need to know and they want to come out.
Yeah, it's a Highmark Stadium. This is our 4th year there, by the way.
awesome.
And it's from noon to 9 on Saturday and noon to 7 on Sunday. It's $20 to get in. Kids 8 and under are free, and you're ready for this? Free parking. You don't
Free
have the paper parking.
Love that.
Incredible.
And you get in and you buy wings. We have 19 different eateries from around the country, 127 different sauces, and 63 new ones from the previous year.
I have a question from someone that just popped up. Mary's wondering if any of the wings are gluten-free. Do you happen to know?
Some are, and you have to ask the particular restaurant because it all
Okay.
depends on their sauces. And a lot of the restaurants are very cognizant of the gluten-free situation.
It's funny because she wrote exactly that. I know some sauces are not gluten-free. So
Yeah.
yeah, Drew says there are some options. Just make
Yes.
sure you're asking and they'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Do you have any favorites?
You know, the one that's in my hand. No, there's a blackberry brandy wing from Millie's in Ohio, and they finish it on the grill. It's really tasty. There's one I can't wait to taste, a spicy Loganberry. It's a new one this year.
So here's a question. Richard wants to know what's the spiciest wing or sauce this year?
Challenge accepted.
Rich, you got some guts? Go to Center Street Grill. They're from Pennsylvania, and it's tricky. They have a cute little wing called cotton candy. And if you see somebody like this, that means they got struck by the cotton candy.
Got hit.
Because it sounds cute and fun,
It
right?
does.
Yeah, it ain't.
Hey, get those for the kids.
Really
Get
hot.
those cotton
It's really
candy.
hot, and it takes a while to kick in. So we've seen some people are like, that's not that hot. And then they go for a second. It's like, oh my God, they
Game
double
over.
dosed. Yeah, so that's a really hot one. I'm not into the extreme heat, but there's a French toast wing this year. So it's kind of got a maple bacon kind of flavor to it. It's just, I know we're very traditional here in Buffalo, but this is an opportunity to step out of the box.
I
You know?
remember the one year you had me judge and they
Yeah.
handed me a peanut butter and jelly wing.
Wasn't bad.
And I was just like, this is unlike anything I've ever had. I mean, there was literally peanut butter and jelly on the wing.
I think I'm
And
too
it had
picky
an
for
Asian
this.
peanut sauce, so it's not what you would have thought,
Uh-huh.
And we do have traditional wings. Everybody's got traditional ones. They got medium and hot and extra hot, but yeah, it's just a lot. It's just so different. And the thing about the Wing Fest, it's the atmosphere. When you go there, these restaurants want to be there. It's the Super Bowl for the chicken wing industry. So you're going to the Mecca Buffalo and you're competing for national awards. So if you go back home, you're like, we won it in Buffalo, the Mecca. And it's important to them. So there's a lot of energy, excitement. The people that come, they're as fired up as a restaurant. So you see everybody there is having fun. They want to be there and it's infectious.
You also got the eating competitions too, which I know people love.
Yeah, we have all
They're
different
so
ones.
gross,
We
but
have
they're so fun.
amateur, extra hot, all different contests. But we have the competitive eaters that come in from Coney Island, 4th of July, and they eat for 12 minutes. And 276 wins by James Webb last year won it, world record. And it's just fun. And the competitive eaters are great people. Like one guy, the Badlands Booker's a rapper. He's got 300. He's going to be there. He's got 3.5 million YouTube followers. And
He does like the drinks, right?
He does Badland chugs. He chugs a gallon of a liquid, all different things. He'll do it before the competition out of a glass boot. He's a legend. He's a social
He's
media
a real legend, people.
I think he's a really nice guy, but I don't know how he does that.
We drank beer like that in college, and we're not
Seriously,
legends.
I know. Why didn't I come up with this? Drew, also, do you have the thing where the people do the blue cheese?
Yes,
dip in?
yes. So we fill a kiddie pool,
This is
a little bigger than that, like the little blue kiddie pool you see at the stores.
like I'd put my little dog in, right?
Exactly, yeah, to
Little
cool it
dog.
off.
Or child, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And fill it with blue cheese, and we throw 100 wings in there, and we have 3 people that compete to pull as many wings out as they can in 3 minutes. Matter of fact, Mercedes Wilson
Did do
it last
and
year.
it's like a head bobbing.
Yeah, it's a head bobbing. You pull
God
out
bless
as many
her
as
for
you
doing
can.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so brave.
yeah. So
I'm kind of a germaphobe, so I don't know that one would be for me, but I do like the idea of watching other people.
I love blue cheese in that. I wouldn't even eat
no.
the wings. I just go in there.
So Rob Banks from WYRK, the morning show guy,
And he's so funny.
He's
now,
hilarious.
he's a ranch guy. And he admits to it. Now, he's got a situation.
Come on, dude.
I know, but
That's
he's
fine.
going to bob on Sunday just to show that he's still got a love for blue cheese.
Okay,
There you
I like
go.
that. My husband and I went to a concert. What did we see? Cole Swindell. And we walked in. First off, Rob and his wife ended up in our pre-Cana class when we went to get married.
Oh.
And we're like, oh, hey guys. And then next time we see them, they were at the concert. They sat literally right in front of us.
Great people.
It's
He's
so-
a great.
yeah.
He's got energy.
Yeah, he's so fun.
Can't shut it off. It's great.
Oh,
He
he's
sure
so good.
does.
People are gonna definitely come out to see him.
Michaela says
yeah.
ranch. Ugh.
Yeah.
That ranch. You know, it's funny. It's so obvious, like blue cheese over ranch. I think we've gone from that debate to flats versus drums.
And you know what? There's a very clear answer, and it's obviously flats.
Flats.
Yeah.
See? Oh, yeah.
I said to Taylor, when I was like growing up, I liked the drums. As I got older and wiser, I moved to the flats.
So
They're
that's
just
rare
better.
that we got 3 flatters here.
Yeah.
I know.
That's very flattering.
It's flattering. It's great for the community. But here's my thing about flats. I feel like it's easier to bite into.
Yes.
You know, the flat, I mean, the drum's kind of rigid. You never know what you're doing. But for
Yes.
me, it's the dipping and blue cheese spreading capability. You can't get it all on the
You
drum.
can really
you can't
get
get
it.
the blue cheese on. You can. It's flat.
Uh-huh.
Dunk it right in there.
Taylor
You gotta-
going
You
engineering
got to
on
go
us.
efficient with your
Yeah.
wing eating, and you got to clean that bad boy. Much easier to
Non-dipper.
do.
I don't dip.
You don't
I
dip.
don't dip. I want the flavor of the wing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the true wing king right
I
there.
love
He gets down to it.
I could go either way. I
honest.
like blue cheese, but I could
Oh, I
definitely
need it.
I could
Yeah.
hammer some wings without.
The blue cheese like
Yeah.
make or break for me. You can have the best wing in the world if your blue cheese is.
Yeah.
I love the term you said, hammer. I can
I can
hammer
hammer
those.
something,
That's a
yeah.
whole different-
And you tell, like, I am
Oh,
literally, everybody jokes about it. It's nice to have Taylor here because I'm
Yeah.
literally always surrounded by guys. I have Ed and Aaron. And then I go home. My
Hammer
husband,
it
my
home.
brother lives below us. And I mean, I'm
Your
just
dog.
surrounded by, yeah, it's just boys always. So yeah, I
He
can,
was the field a
I
little
can
bit
hammer
for
some wings.
I do everything that I can. For the flat
Very
community, for the
ladylike,
you.
people.
When it comes to wings, there's no ladiness to it.
No,
There's
I
just
know.
all in.
You're
all
elbow
in.
deep in the
That's
sauce.
right, that's right.
You're
Exactly.
trying it all.
There's
It's
no,
on your
yeah,
teeth.
you're
Yeah.
going for it. and
It's
that's
not
it.
about
Yeah.
being pretty. It's about having a good time.
That's right.
I wanted to ask you one more thing before we let you go too. There's a charity component this year too.
Yes. Every year there's a charity component, $470,000 over the last 23 years. And this year and for the last 12 years, it's Feed More Western New York and the Alzheimer's Association. Now we have a VIP fundraiser as part of the festival on Saturday, which includes 5 hours of craft beer tasting and walking around getting wings. It's $75, includes the craft beer, includes some wings. This plate I had on the show this morning with the cup, so you can eat and drink at the same time.
Yeah, it's like a plate and the cup sits right in it.
Yeah,
Do it all in
Very
one hand.
handy.
Very handy, very handy. And for that, we're raising money for Hope Rises, Cake
Oh,
Laser, and the Friends of the Night people through the Bills Mafia Babes.
Perfect. So is that 4 different charities that you guys are raising for?
Yeah, and another one. I forgot to mention Armed Forces Night.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh,
So
that's gonna be awesome.
all veterans and active military get in for free on Saturday night from 6 to 9. And we're going to honor Chris Krieger and Western New York Heroes for all the work they do,
Wonderful.
Community Service Award. And we're doing that through Russ Salvatore. Leave it to Russ to come up with the idea.
Oh, that's great.
So we'll be helping out Western New York Heroes as well.
It's
Very
a win-win,
Yeah.
win-win-win
Yeah.
at the Wing
Yeah.
Festival.
Yeah.
Drew, thank you for being with us this morning. We appreciate it as always. It's
You're
fun
just
to have
happy
you.
I came because you know I bring wings.
Yeah.
That's all.
You
No.
make the
I knew that we'd get
Smelly
breakfast.
chicken wings.
You know what I mean? There we go.
Hey, maybe I'll see you at Wellington sometime. Drew and I
Sounds
ran
good,
into
that's
each
right.
other at Wellington the one day too.
Pretty
Isn't
good
that the-
wings. Pretty
the-
good wings.
You know, I've never been to Wellington Pub,
No?
and
That
I
is
live
an
right around the
atrocity.
corner. I know. I've never been.
And you call yourself an American.
Get outta
I'm
here,
trying to-
Taylor. No.
Like that's it.
That's a good place. And you know what? Paul and I love to go there too. 'Cause we live pretty close. And you live
I
pretty
don't
close.
live too
You should
far.
come
I
check
don't
it
know.
out. But we love to go there because I swear to God, every time we run into
yeah.
people we know all the time. He's a firefighter, right? So it's
Oh,
always
Pat.
we're like bumping, into
Yeah.
people left and right. But it's a great place, and they
Yeah.
do have good wings.
Yeah, we used to go up there. I went to St. Joe's High School. So
Mhm.
once we got to college and stuff, and even before college,
Yeah.
we would go in there and have a beer.
I will drink.
Yeah.
Well, back then things were different. You could drink
Yeah.
earlier. right,
Everything
Drew?
was
Yeah,
different.
Yeah,
Now we're mature.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us, Drew.
Oh,
We
thanks for
Yeah, we
appreciate
appreciate
winking,
it. All right,
everyone.
thank you.
We'll
This
let you-
Saturday and Sunday.
Listen, take these wings and hide them from Minkowski, or you'll never see them again.
Oh my
Sneak them
God.
outta here.
Oh my God. You got it. All right, ladies.
Thanks,
Take care.
Drew. Have a
Bye-bye.
great
Thank you
day.
so much,
Stay here.
Drew.
All right, Nick, our director, is going to take us back down to our Tusha. He is so on top of things. Drummond
It's already
one day,
moving.
directing the next day. Thank you,
Drum
everybody. And Vicky also dropping in here, Western New York Heroes, their website as well. So thank you, Vicky, for doing that.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Thank you, Drew. You can give that to Joe, or you can leave it, whatever works for you. He's got his
Thank you.
microphone. We won't let you leave with it. Don't worry. We'll track you down. Peter says, don't feel bad, Taylor. I've never heard of Wellington until now. Well, let me just tell you
Okay.
guys, it's a lovely little North
Peter.
Buffalo establishment. And I have to say, the food is always good. I've never had a bad meal at
Yeah.
Wellington. We like to say that
Okay,
too. A
maybe
lot of
we gotta do a
sandwiches,
little
a lot of, Paul loves their quesadilla.
Lunchington at Wellington.
Loves their quesadilla. I like the chicken finger wrap.
Chicken finger wrap. Oh, that sounds good.
It's pretty good.
Are the fries good? I feel like pub fries are always big.
I'm not a big fries person, so
huge fries person.
someone would have to let you know about that because I guarantee I've never gotten them. It's just not
Interesting.
my thing. I'd rather have a crunchy chip.
I'm glad Howard was on the flats train as well. Flats easy to eat. Just pinch and hold the fat end, twist the other end, bones pull right out.
Oh, Jeff
Boom.
Baker says he
Easy
smokes
peasy.
his wings and has a great rub for them too. Now my brother likes to make a good wing at our house, which is always a lot of fun.
I'm just making sure there's no drum people in the Cubby community here, or
Rough.
no one's been able to.
Oh, look, see, Jordan's been to Wellington, calling it superior. Okay, you guys, we have, and Julie's laughing about Aaron not getting the wings. Okay, so listen to this, guys. I hate to go story to story. Should we go straight to the rat?
Should we go straight to the rats?
story? Or
We
should
go
we-
from the wings to the
or
rats.
should we do my story in the in between?
Let's buffer a little bit with
Okay,
the-
all right. We're going to talk
back to
about
school.
rats in just a little bit, and I hate to take you from food to that. First, we'll talk about the story that I did. Okay, so Ed and I went back to school shopping. You know, I do all my price tracking. Running to 4 different stores was a little too much, so I solicited the help of someone who, frankly, needs a little more work to do around here, Ed Dranch.
Yeah.
So I sent him to Target and Dollar Tree. I went to Walmart and Five Below. Our idea with Dollar Tree and Five Below was, are we going to find some cheaper things? And truthfully, what I'm going to tell you is we found the best selection at the big box stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
think
just
a lot of
seem to
people
have
will
the
try to
most.
flock to the Five Belows, the Dollar Trees, those kind of things because they know that things are going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
But some of those other stores you guys said had, the name brand options and they have
Yes.
off-brand options for good prices.
So I went last Friday. Ed went on Thursday. Okay. So we're about like a week and a half out of the start of school. I will tell you, first off, there was a ton of people in Walmart. I looked like a huge idiot when I was like taking all my videos of myself and like, like scanning prices and stuff. People were probably like, get out of my way, lady. But I was doing it for the good of everyone else who has
Yes.
to price track and go get
The
stuff
price
for their
tracking
kids.
community.
But so what I'll say about Walmart is it depended what you were looking for. I did have a hard time finding the regular Crayola crayons and markers. I found one pack, just the 24 pack. Like I just went for regular basics of Crayola. Like there were washable kinds, there were bright kinds, there were this. Sometimes the teachers just want you to have that
The
regular pack.
regular old
And that's, I did find one there at the one I went to, only 50 cents. I couldn't find any of the markers, but if you found them, they were only 97 cents there. They were more expensive at the Target that Ed went to, but I will also tell you that I was talking to our director here and her daughter's going into, I think, first grade. And she did all her back to school shopping a while ago. She said she did it online through Target and she got better prices than we found in the store.
And a lot of people find that sometimes that if you check online first before you're in store, because obviously you're in store, they've already got you there, you've already picked up all the stuff, you got to pay the price that it is.
Yep.
But if you do it on Target or online, sometimes it's a little bit better and they offer some online exclusive deals.
Agreed.
So if you have that Target app too,
Agreed.
make sure you're telling the cashier as well, hey, I'm a to get the Target wallet. going on.
Always get your wallet out and do that for sure.
Mhm.
Peter, yes. Oh, that would have been great if you would have price checked with me. Maybe we'll do that next year. Michaela, I want to bring up your comment too, saying always get the name brand crayons. The non-name brand break so easily. That's exactly why I said to Ed.
And like the wax on the crayons just isn't as good.
Exactly. I said to Ed, we're going Crayola. Like you got
That too.
So I don't know. It just made it a little bit easier.
It's
Mary
just
says I don't
so
have to school shop, but I was in Walmart and I feel they were cheapest. So Mary, that's what I found too.
Good
Walmart
deals.
was cheapest for the in-store back to school supplies at the time that we went.
Ed Drench had some issues finding the 3-subject notebook, and it's not because they're not there, it's because Ed doesn't know what they
You
are.
could have stopped at Ed Drench had some issues
We're all shocked.
because like everything I gave him on his list, there was something to say about it. Like I wanted a folder with pockets and prongs because a lot of
The
the times the
middle.
teachers like that. They could put the papers in the middle. You could put the other papers in the side. I had teachers who were very particular. Here he is. Prongs.
I never
Mom.
get the folders
I
with
never
the
had to have a
prongs.
prong. Blip, 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 blip. And the 3-subject notebook, if it hadn't been for this lovely woman who
Like,
apparently saw this man
plucked him out of the-
wandering through the section and knew this guy doesn't belong here, she directed him to the 3-subject notebook. So thankfully he was finally able
He
to
made
find
his way.
the 3-subject notebook. So he's like, a 3-subject notebook, a 3-subject notebook. Like I'm saying, I don't even
Something
know.
completely random that he's never heard of
Go
before.
find the
like,
truffle wings. Like
they
Drew
even
Sarah
have
suggested.
those anymore?
Do they even make a 3-sub? Yes, they do.
So if Ed Drench can do it and find everything on his list and get it for what was his total at Target, like $9, $9.05. I
905.
think it was
Yeah,
$9.05.
905 and maybe Walmart
409.
was
There it is.
409.
So at Target, this was Ed's trip, $9.05
Yeah.
for glue, crayons, markers,
So
folder,
see
notebook.
how much more expensive the crayons and markers were, but Camille told me she found them cheaper online.
Okay,
Like we're talking 50 cents for crayons she paid.
but the whole
that was
thing
at
for
Target
you
too.
at Walmart was $409.
409,
All
I
those
believe.
same things $409, so half the price.
Although keep in mind, I could not find the markers.
Oh, true. The markers.
So I looked up their price online.
Okay, gotcha.
The one thing I will tell you that I like about Walmart is they have the price scanner. Because sometimes I'm not going to lie, people put stuff back in the most random places.
Oh,
So
true.
that was part of my struggle. That's where I finally found the crayons. They were like not where I expected them to be, but I did find some. And then you can just scan them right there. It's really nice. I like that.
Target
feature.
has some of those, don't they?
I don't know.
They have like little stations you can bring stuff to.
They might. If they do,
think.
that's clutch. But like
Yeah.
Walmart had one right there in the back to school aisle. I'm like, this
Oh,
is
that's
what I
really
need to
smart.
be
Yeah,
here.
you gotta have it.
Folders there were a lot cheaper too. They were 25 cents versus 99 cents at Target.
That's just, did you color code your stuff back in the day? Duh.
Who do you think
course
you're
you
talking
did.
to right now?
Okay, but like there's a debate like amongst the TikTokers and the Gen Zers of like which
What color
what
was what?
color was for which.
So my best friend will tell you, like to this day, we color coded. And the thing was, when we were in grade school,
Mhm.
they came up with the color code for us. Like the school told you what color was what.
Okay, so math is red. Always was red for me.
I don't know if that was the case.
What?
Let me see if Chrissy's available.
So
really
math
quick.
was red to me. Like social studies, history was always blue. Science, green.
Great. Yeah. Mhm.
And then like yellow and any other thing.
See, I think that.
Sometimes math can
Hi.
be yellow.
Oh, you're seeing patience. I was going to see if you could talk to us really quickly live on Second Cup just to do something very brief. Okay, you can do it. Just 30 seconds. Chrissy, you're live on Second Cup right now. You're
I should
fine.
not have answered the phone. I should have looked at the time.
You're fine. It's me and Taylor. Ed's off today. Can you just run down the colors of the subjects for the notebooks when we were growing up?
Oh, sure. So, so social studies was definitely green.
What?
Religion was yellow.
See, we have religion. Mhm.
Math, I feel like was red, but language arts is also coming as a red to me. So I'm not sure how I rectified that.
Math feels red to me.
She's a doctor. Can you tell? She's not sure how she rectified it. This is my best friend, by the way, since we were 8 years old. What, Chrissy, what was blue? Was history?
Blue is science.
Science. Okay. And Taylor's shaking her head because your science was green, you're saying?
Science was green for me.
Oh
Okay.
no, social studies was green.
Mm.
Yeah.
I knew she'd know it. I knew she would. You ever see the Instagram thing where it's like you have that one friend who reminds you what things were? That would be Chrissy. So.
Oh my gosh, I would love to go back to school shopping right now.
I
Now
know.
you've got me
Hey.
jealous.
Oh, you'd prefer to do that over going to work every day? That doesn't sound right.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I got to go back to school shopping for work last week. So that's exactly what we were doing. Ed
Come
and I
work
went
with
price
us.
checking. I'll send you the story.
Oh my gosh, send it to me. All right, you
Very
ladies
good.
have a wonderful
Bye.
morning.
All right,
Chrissy.
bye.
Thank
Later.
you. Okay, people are chiming in. Jordan says green for science always. It just feels right because we're talking like, grass and outside stuff, science.
I agree. I could totally see that. Yeah. yeah.
Algae. I don't really know what you're doing.
I think I transitioned my history to red. I know she's saying language arts was red, but I think I liked history being red.
History being red is okay to me. History is usually like a bluish kind of thing.
This
but
is so funny. Everybody is really
everyone
stuck
has
on the
their
colors.
associations.
Yes, for
Jordan
sure.
says math was blue, English was yellow. Sometimes I can
Ah.
see English being yellow. English, that's a good call. English yellow, math red, science green.
You know what's funny too? Then even as I got older, like, and I went back and I got my master's, you better believe everything was color coded. Like I had a
Absolutely.
different color for every single notebook. I was taking accounting and I think I made my math red back then, like, cause I only had to get certain colors then. I wasn't taking quite as
Right.
many classes because you die if you took those classes at once. But I still had the color coding.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
important. It like helps you organize everything.
Yeah. Linda, that is a funny comment too. No wonder Ed's on vacation. He needs a rest from going back to
I
school
know he
shopping.
worked so hard, that man. He was out there. People were staring at him. He
Yeah.
was at Target,
Oh,
not be able
God.
to find
Julie
stuff.
says she hasn't found the price scanner lately. They're back. They are back for sure. Danielle says Target does
They
have
do
price
have
checkers
those.
throughout the store. Which
Peter's
is great.
volunteering his services. Peter says he'll do the back to school shopping for the parents.
Peter, that's a great like little second business. I think that's a great
I would do it 100%.
like concept. Now, here's my other question for parents, and I don't know how many people are parents who are with us right now. When you go back to school shopping, when do you get your list of stuff? Because I feel like a lot of parents were telling me they didn't get it until a lot later.
Really?
Yeah. hmm
And you get that list from the school, right?
You get the list from the school a lot of the times. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Chrissy's not happy with me this morning. I knew she would know all of the different colors, though, and all of the different letters for sure. Okay, let's talk about rats really fast.
Let's talk about rats really fast.
And
Who
I'm
doesn't wanna
sorry to
talk
do
about
this.
rats
And I'm
really
sorry.
fast?
We're sorry in advance to bring up the video because Taylor's been gagging at it
It's
all
been
morning.
horrible. It's been absolutely horrible.
Zach, go ahead and just bring it up.
I have so many fears in this life, and one of them now renewed is rats. Because look at that stinking little thing. Oh, horrible. This video's from neighbors in Kenmore who say, rats have been a problem for a while. This is not a new thing. Rats didn't just, pop up out of nowhere. But lately they say it's been so much worse. They've also seen like these tunnels in their backyard. Oh my God, look at it hopping around back there.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. We live
Oh
in
my
the
God, there's
city.
two, there's two.
We live in the city and we see them all the time. Shirley says they live in South Buffalo. There may be rats here, but she hasn't personally seen them.
Oh my good Lord.
I see them relatively often because I leave so early and they're nocturnal. So like when I'm leaving, sometimes I'll see them running down some of the streets.
Ugh. They're
It's
just
not the
so
best way to
icky.
start your day, but it's a
No.
way.
And like, we know that they exist, they're around, but people in Kenmore are like considering moving at this point because they're so bad and there's so many around. There were some tips though you can use to try to get rid of them.
So people hate to hear this one, but you're not supposed to feed the birds, okay? Like they love bird seed. It's one of
Yeah.
their favorite things. Not supposed to be feeding the birds. Your
They're
dog.
just hungry little buggers looking for some poop or something to snack on. And if you got it in your house, they'll
So your dog waste, you need to pick that up right away because they're attracted to that. People are saying too that they've seen them in their grills. I guess the population has
Nasty.
really exploded in Kenmore lately.
so nasty. So we need to open a rat restaurant or something like Ratatouille.
Here's
so
Danielle.
they can like go out and have their own place to eat.
She's got the tips for us too. Picking up the dog poop, making sure you don't have clutter around your house, no place to hide, check for small holes. Yep.
So
And I got news for you guys too. They're not always small holes. We had one in our yard and it was a big hole. I said to Paul, I'm like, this is like the mothership over here. I don't know what's going on here.
Julie says they will snack on your house. They'll eat that too.
Snack on your house.
Like pieces of your house. Will they do that?
I don't know. I mean, they will probably eat like anything.
So gross.
I don't know. Knock on wood, right? I haven't had that happen, but I also worry about like areas where like there are a lot of restaurants or there are things. Oh, Paula's saying water's a biggie, ponds and fountains, that they like ponds and fountains. Yeah, and Shirley, I know it stinks because you have to stop using your bird feeder. I get it. So I won't never forget. I used to live like right near the zoo. And my mom got me for Easter one year. And this is before I was a lot younger. I didn't really know about all this stuff yet. My mom got me for Easter one year, like those little bird bells. So it's like a little bell made out of bird seed. Okay.
Sure.
And you just hang it on a tree and it, like the birds come and then when it's gone, it's gone. So I was like, this is cute. I hung it on a tree. And then I came out the next day and it was gone. And I was like, that's weird. Like maybe
What
some
happened to my
I
bell?
don't know. And she had given me 2 of them. So the next day I put another one on and the next day I came out and it was gone. And I was like, I don't know what's eating the bell, but I know that it shouldn't
I
be.
don't think it's the bird.
This is not some cute little bird that's pecking this thing and flying away.
No.
This is something is
It's a stinky little rat.
it's a rat, it's a raccoon, it's a squirrel. Something is taking this
Ugh.
that shouldn't. So I'm going to go ahead and not do this anymore.
That's so disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad for anyone who's seeing that on the ring because you get the notifications on your phone. Oh, there's motion activated in your backyard, and they're probably like,
happened.
"Oh, what is that?" Ah!
It's happened. It happened in my backyard the other day though. But guess what? It was a kitten.
Oh, okay, that's better.
I don't know where it went though.
Someone said you
Like
should get more
Gloria.
cats. Maybe if you have a cat, they can like chase the rats around.
There are cats around our neighborhood, so maybe that's helping. I don't know.
Increase the cat population, get rid of the rats.
More cats, fewer rats.
More cats, fewer rats.
Taylor's gonna run on that platform.
I'm gonna watch Ratatouille now. Great movie.
There you go. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're back here tomorrow. Actually, you're not. I am.
Tomorrow, but
Well,
I'll be
we
back
appreciate
soon.
you being with us.
Thanks
the
for
past couple
accepting
days.
me,
It's been fun.
Cuppies. I'll be back soon.
Bye, guys.
Yep.